struggling with this exhaust. It's a full 3-inch stainless setup. There's one flow SPX resonator into some 3-inch piping. Nice China resonator, full 3-inch still. And then this is the Summit Racing stainless muffler. So I went and I cut a hole in it just to see what it would sound like if I capped this one and just had the exhaust exit out the hole. And it is way quieter. So this is a complete straight through exhaust. It jogs over from the center inlet to offset outlet. So this is just, I'm not sure if it's fiberglass with some sort of cloth inside here. So I did some experimenting with covering the outlet with the latex glove. And then I was just running this pipe in here to see how quiet it was. I'm not gonna leave it on this. I'm not gonna leave this big silencer part on, but it's a whole lot quieter when this goes inside. If I run it this way, it acts as sort of a baffle in here, but that's just plain ugly looking. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a section of pipe, sink it into the hole. I should do some testing to see what length of pipe inside would make it the quietest, but it's already made it a whole lot quieter. So what I'm gonna do now is put this valve on here, and so I can shut it off and then enjoy the quietness of exhaust exiting out the tiny little hole. And then that valve is an Ecut. It'll be on a switch. Should work out pretty good, but we'll find out. Okay, one step closer. I chopped the end off, and then I put this slightly smaller sleeve inside. So I'm about to tack that in place. I'm gonna tack it on the inside. It's really jammed in there, so there's no chance of it going anywhere, and there's no need to weld it all the way around and risk distorting it so that valve doesn't fit on. But that is the next step. I did have to, I guess I didn't have to, but I notched this out here and here, and I'm gonna tack it. I cleaned it up on the inside. I'm gonna tack it on the inside, and then once that's on, I'm gonna put the valve on like so. Yeah, it fits pretty good. I spent a little bit of time trying to make sure it's square, but it's gonna be pretty square. So I will tack that on. Again, I don't feel like welding around the whole thing. Just in case I warp the shit out of it and then this valve doesn't function. That would be horrible. So I'm gonna, yeah, I'll tack that. It's a real tight fit, so I don't think there's gonna be a lot of leakage out of it. And then I'm gonna weld this pipe in here. Those little tubes I have are also stainless, so should be a full stainless setup, and I hope it works well. We'll find out. Okay, you know, it gets to the point where you're just tired of doing this. So I actually haven't been doing it that long, but here we are. What I did was I put the sleeve in between the muffler and the valve, and then I tacked the sleeve to the muffler, and then I went ahead and I pushed this over and I tacked the valve to the muffler. So that's it's not going anywhere. I cut another tailpipe, not the original 3-inch. This is the inside 3-inch pipe. So this is a new outlet. Basically the same thing, so it's a little bit smaller than what it was. And this guy here, I didn't have any 1.5-inch stainless that's big enough, but I got this this bar here. The one on the end is super thick. It's very thick. This is for building weight equipment. So I just cut a section of that off, and this is the existing 1.5-inch stainless pipe I had. I had 2 short sections, which are too short because I wanted to come out about 11 centimeters from here to the tip. So I just tacked that all together, ground it down so I could slip it through like so. Drilled a bunch of holes in for a little more flow, and I'm gonna tack it right about there, and then make sure it's straight, and then I'll follow through with to finish the weld. So that's it. Now this is even gonna be quieter than I thought, just because this inner diameter of this tiny outlet is even smaller. So it's gonna be super quiet. Yeah, no, it's gonna mess up my tune big time, but it's gonna tack that and finish it up and then get it installed. Okay, so there's the finished product on the car, and I just hit it with some Rust-Oleum barbecue paint just for a little more stealth. And this kind of proves that it is getting some flow. I spray in here, it clogs out the other side, so it is all connected. I was worried I didn't drill enough holes in that pipe, but it looks like it's gonna be okay. So I just gotta run the wiring and then fire it up again. Okay, this is much different. I got it wired up now. So I found a body grommet down here under the tail lamp. I depinned the connector, ran it through the grommet. I just drilled a hole in it. I didn't slash cut it or anything. I just drilled a hole in it, fed the wire through, ran it under this panel, up the door sill, and then across to the power outlet. So the reason I went to that location, because the power outlet is switched with ignition, and it's also fused. And I put the switch right here. So I don't know if you can hear the difference. So this is with the valve closed. That's with the valve open. So it's idling now, it's warm. It's actually about 950 RPM it should be. So I don't know if you can see. Take a look here. So we're at anywhere from 68 to 70 dB. Might be picking up on me talking. So I'm gonna flick the valve. So yeah, 82, that's pretty good. Pretty good. That's an easy 10, 11 dB. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So if you rev it up here, hold this at. Try to hold it steady here. That's at three grand. Probably a lot of that's engine noise is picking up. I'll flip the valve. Probably wondering what I'm doing. Yeah, so this is you know, from the tailpipe, I'd say maybe 12 feet from the tailpipe, not behind it, but the sound seems to be the same all the way around. That's it, pretty much it. Project done. Yeah, switches right under here, right by the power outlet. I still gotta put the interior back together, but this is definitely a worthwhile project. Anybody considering it, an existing exhaust can be modded in order to make it quieter. If I had to plan this from the beginning, I would have done it in parallel with the catalytic converter. I would have run a pipe beside it to make it go loud, whereas this one, when I flick the switch, it goes quiet. Yeah. Anyways, so thanks for watching. Any questions, definitely ask. I got a bunch of ideas. There's a few ways I could have done it, but this is the way I did it, just because I didn't want to remake the whole exhaust. Wow. Birds chirping. 49. Me talking, 69. Same as the exhaust, basically.